My savings are dwindling, I hate my job, I'm slowly suffocating. I'm a single income earner with 2 kids and a wife, and I make a decent living at 85k in a high-call area, but over the past year or so, my normal bills have gotten out of control and my emergency savings is slowly drying up. I estimate I'll be out of savings and completely in credit card debt in 6 months. I've cut out just about every luxury I can, with a few small exceptions for my sanity. I'm drinking more alcohol these days. I hate my job, but I can't leave it because I can't find anything comparable to the money I make now. I've applied to hundreds of jobs and only landed a handful of phone interviews. I'm trapped under a mortgage, raising a family, with seemingly no hope. I want to sell everything and move to a lower cost of living state before I lose the opportunity, but my wife doesn't want to leave her family. I've expressed my concerns with her, but she doesn't seem to register them. My parents moved in with us and sold their house while they look for a downsized house, but they are realizing they can't afford anything anymore, so they are stuck with us. I need help, I don't know what to do. If I give up, my whole family falls apart. Edit. Thank you all for your thoughtful suggestions and sympathies. I'm going to attempt to have some hard conversations with my family members in the coming days. I'll try to remember to come back and edit with updates if anything changes. You need to have a serious conversation with both your wife and your parents and tell all of them what you are telling us. You are one person trying to support 6 people. It's unsustainable. Your parents need to be paying 1/3 of all bills plus buying their own food. If your kids are school age, your wife needs to get at least a part-time job while they are in school. It's not fair to you that you're expected to support grown adults. Time to lay everything out in the open and set some ultimatums. Either your parents need to watch the kids so your wife can work, or they need to pay rent. They should not expect to live cost-free. You need to have an honest discussion with them about your finances. 1. Your parents need to be paying rent, even if it's just $500 a month, it will help. 2. Your wife probably needs to get a job, at least part-time. Your parents can help with the kids while she's away. Everyone needs to pull their weight, you cannot do everything yourself. Dude, with 4 adults in the house, more than one needs to have a job, especially in a whole area. They need to pull their weight. Can your wife work, and is she aware of the current financial situation? How is your budget? How old are your kids? Can your wife work while your parents watch your kids? First thing you need to do is quit reduced drinking. It's a band-aid and will not help you long term. It's easier said than done, but at the end of the day your mental and physical health will spiral even if your financial problems are solved. The other commenters are spot on that you need to communicate with your family and realize that even though you are the breadwinner, it is not all your responsibility and it's okay for them to help you. This isn't easy to hear. At all. But you're being taken advantage of. Maybe subconsciously or out of ignorance, but it doesn't change the fact. Your income is nowhere near what is required today to support that whole family. The only advice or support I can give at the surface level is, this is not all on you and you should never be made to feel that way no matter what. There is no secret fix here. You need support from the ones currently depending on you. Write down where all your money is going. Discuss it with your wife with it all laid out in front of you and show her the 6-month projections of no money. Evaluate every expense. It may come at a cost to things you take for granted or things that seemed like non-negotiables before. Even though you're the income earner, both of you are the income spenders and both of you need to take a good hard look at things. Tell your wife what you said here and show her the responses. Longer term, you need to keep looking for a job that will give you a significant pay raise. Immediately, your parents should pay some type of rent, and they need to babysit your kids so your wife can work part-time. Your wife needs to get a job. Parents can watch the kids. $85,000 a year in a whole area while you're the only one making money is unsustainable, at any level. You need to have honest conversations with all of the other adults in the home to clearly lay out with figures exactly what everyone is looking at. You know that this is unsustainable, so it's about getting everyone in the house on the same team and working towards some goals. If your wife wants to stay close to her family, she needs to work so you can all afford it. $85K a year for a family of 4 is seriously low. Why isn't your wife working? Even a little more money may help put the pressure off of your back. It might be that your wife needs to go back to work. Your parents need to start chipping in fairly. You need to have a family meeting. First, stop drinking now. Never drink to feel better, only to feel even better. Second, talk to your spouse. Be honest about the situation, and set aside a good 2-4 hours to set an initial budget. The budget will most likely not be perfect the first month, but keep at it. Third, talk to your parents about paying their share of the bills. If they are unwilling, then it's probably time for an eviction notice. Fourth, I am sorry your job sucks, but sometimes you just have to deal with it. Keep at it and eventually an opportunity will come. Been there, buddy. Parents have to go. I operated paycheck to paycheck for years. I made emergencies work. Wife was always pissed I said no to everything: vacations, eating out, upgrading house, cars, etc. I shaved debt slowly and stayed firm on a tight budget. There was a span of about 6 years I saved zero for retirement. I slowly chopped away debt and with pay raises, got a little breathing room. GL man. I don't have financial advice, but I wish you well, mon frere. How did your bills get out of control? Break everything down for us so we can help. Like others have said, parents are now providing you money or free childcare, if not both. Wife needs to get a job too. Time for everyone to pitch in. Sounds like it's time for the wife to get a job. Her parents can babysit while they live with you. Get on a written budget. Normal bills. Do not suck up $5,500 in take-home pay every month unless your mortgage payment is $3,000. 1. Charge your parents rent. Even if it's just a couple $100 a month. If they are on Social Security, they should be contributing to household expenses while under your roof. 2. Stop drinking alcohol until your financial situation improves. 3. Have a serious conversation with your wife about your stresses. Try to encourage her to get a part-time job, even at minimum wage. Don't fall into the alcohol trap. Drinking is for social events with friends and family. Drinking to numb yourself out will never help. You will get fat and lazy, and it will make it harder to get yourself out of this situation. The rest of your family needs to help you out. Explain it to them and make your expectations clear. Wife and her parents need to work, my friend. 2 or more income household is the norm now. Your parents will likely need to help out with childcare, assuming they are physically able. Depending on the age of the kids, one of them may need to pick up a side gig like a courier or something. Your spouse will need to start seeking employment and clearly has less than 6 months to do so. If there are enough cars among the 4 adults, someone probably needs to start door dashing next week. Every adult in that home needs to do something for money short of Lularo or some other MLM. You need to attend to mental health because you're under a tremendous amount of pressure. You say you make a decent living with $85K a year in a high-collar area. This statement itself does not make sense. Even without knowing the area you live in, $85K does not seem enough if it's a high-collar city. You say you hate your job. Can you take on a second job? Your wife absolutely needs to either pitch in by working or respect your decision to move to a local area. Your family might be stronger than you think. As suggested, lay it all out for them and insist they help. Also, stay away from the alcohol. It's a central nervous system depressant and makes you feel worse. Good luck. You sound like a good person. I'd charge your parents rent, have them watch the kids, and have your wife find a job. If those are not attractive options to them, then execute the move to a lower-cost location.